Welcome to the Largemen podcast. Today I'm joined by a YouTuber known as the Official Drumstick. Would you like to take a seat, please?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Yeah, I'm decent, and it's the real drumstick, not the official drumstick, mate.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Anyways, but...
Minor error.
Anyways. I must have heard it pronounced wrongly somewhere.
Yeah. So how are you today? You alright?
Yeah, I'm good, so... I'm going to ask you some basic questions about how you got into YouTube and stuff. And your channel, The Real Drumstick it is, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sorry I got it wrong, but everyone gets it wrong sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you're only the host, so, doesn't matter too much, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just the host of the podcast, so it doesn't really matter, but... So, how would you say you got into YouTube in general, filming even?
Well, back in the day, obviously, everyone watches a lot of TV, so watch a lot of, Waterloo Road and stuff like that. So I've always enjoyed, the media side of stuff, so how they filmed it. So I used to watch a lot of back of the scenes and stuff. And then when I got a bit older, I started, 11, 12, started watching YouTube. KSI just came on the scene and that. So everyone was kind of raving about him in year 7. So through that, I kind of wanted to make my own content, but without having the equipment and that, I kind of just bummed it off, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what I mean, so...
How about you? How did you get into it?
Well, I basically got into YouTube, around... I think I started watching YouTube, I was quite late into it. I was about the age of 12, I think I started watching YouTube, so about 5 years ago I've been watching it for. And it looked like, obviously, a lot of people just filming in their own houses, right?
Yeah.
And I thought I wanted to do something similar myself, so I started filming my own videos, just using my phone pretty much at the time, making random videos pretty much. My channel's just called Tristan Lambert, I was making videos on there. And that's how it's pretty much gotten to the point where I am today on a podcast channel, or the host of a podcast channel known as The Largemen, with guests like The Real Drumstick like you.
Yeah.
You're a massive YouTuber on the scene right now, aren't you? So
yeah, with them 63 subs, haven't uploaded for about 5 months,
Yeah, I know. And I'm going to be questioning you on that. Why haven't you been uploading much to YouTube as of recent?
As everyone probably knows, I literally am working all the time. So I work 3 jobs, and it pretty much takes up all my time. So when I have free time, it's normally spending time with mates and that, so I just don't have time to upload. This holiday, I probably will upload more because I have a bit more free time. But it's just very difficult to fit in, not just filming, but then you've got to edit it and you've got to do
it takes a lot of time.
Yeah, it does, yeah. Especially
and if you work all those jobs, it's going to take a lot of time.
So when you don't have a full day to do it, because editing can take, 4 to 6 hours sometimes, So
it can take even longer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So pretty much that's the reason. I mean, obviously, I promised that I was going to upload a few times, and I just haven't, because you get to the final product, and because you've rushed it so much, you're just I don't really want to upload it.
Yeah, I've had that many times, I make a video or even get an idea, but just when I'm not doing the video. But I'm a huge procrastinator as well, which also affects the upload schedule that I have.
Yeah.
So
I think it's harder than you think, really, uploading. I think
it is,
especially when you want to get it right, because obviously we do media together.
Yeah, we do media.
When you want to produce something that's media quality, don't you? You don't want to produce something that's bad.
The audience never know. You watching that now, you don't know what goes on behind the scenes a lot of the time. You just see small snippets of it. Yeah, it can be very annoying, very time consuming. A lot of happens.
Definitely,
if you know what I mean.
Definitely.
There's fights that happen. Well, not fights, but some arguments can happen between people.
Yeah,
it happens all the time. Of what we're gonna do. You just see the final product, but there's a lot of effort, blood, sweat, whatever that goes into it.
You get it with everything, and I think a lot of people don't understand, because they don't have the experience in that, of how hard it is to produce a final piece. Fair enough, if you're doing a gaming video, that can be alright, because you're doing the game and you film that, and then all you have to do is put a couple edits in or whatever. No disses to gaming YouTubers, but that's pretty much it. But then again,
or even a vlogging channel. Yeah, that's even easier.
Well, yeah, but I think a vlogging channel is one of the hardest things to do, because you're doing daily uploads most of the time. That's quite hard.
It can be hard. It depends on the type. Some people, to make it interesting, yeah, but you can obviously just take that in the bin and upload just boring vlogs all the time, which some people do, and some
definitely, yeah.
To make a vlog interesting every day, you're going to have to get to the stage where you even fake them, which a
Yeah.
lot of people also do.
Yes, definitely, yeah.
But not all vloggers obviously upload daily, but some do, some don't. But
Yeah, but like when you got like David Dobrik and that, who's
Yeah.
killing the game, and like I think he's obviously everyone watches him, so you know, like he's on the scene and he's doing great, but you got to give him credit where it's due, where he is uploading all the time.
yeah, like the amount of content, how the quality
Yeah.
lots.
Yeah,
The quality of content being uploaded as well.
Exactly, it's like it's not bad stuff. It's really well produced. It's like
That's the thing. Like, there's a lot of grind that goes into YouTube and other things as well. Like,
Yeah, I think it's not just, and I think there's this persona that all YouTubers are doing it for money, but then again, like every job you're doing it to earn a bit of money, aren't you?
That's
like,
the thing. Like, everyone, like, it's not like you go to work for the fun of it. You get to get some money. You need money to survive. So.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah,
So, yeah, people do it for views, obviously, but
yeah.
it's just the intent of what you make. Like, there are some YouTubers who are absolute pricks who do things for views, but I'll get into that later. But
yeah,
I'll get into that later.
yeah. Anyway, yeah, I think YouTube is one of those things that one day will be just a centre stage. It will be it will be TV, because at the moment kids watch it more than regular TV anyway.
YouTube already is, I reckon, quite a lot. It's very big in the scene already. Like, it's not like it's 2007 anymore. Like, it is a lot. It is pretty much as big as TV, as big as national TV, if not bigger.
Yeah.
Because they have like, well, we can look at some of the stats. Like, I don't know, if you compare news, even for Keemstar pulls in more views than official news channels like CNN, BBC, etc.
But then again, what Keemstar's uploading is what people want to hear about.
Exactly.
Like, people don't want to hear about, I don't know, taxes or whatever.
And stuff like
Kids
that.
don't eat anyway. Like, our age
Keemstar
group
uploads
don't.
about YouTubers like Jake Paul and stuff like that.
Yeah. So people in the news, and it's not always just about YouTubers. You know, he sometimes does like do stuff with Instagram influencers.
Basically,
and stuff
anyone
like
like online and stuff,
Yeah,
or even
but
sometimes
that. That's what
celebrities.
people want to know. Sometimes, fair enough, he does make bad judgment, but at the same time,
Or a bad
when
mistake, or-
yeah. But then again, the news have done it so many times. You know,
Yeah.
with weather and all of that. So, you know,
And people call him out for making money, but the big news ones make even more money than he does doing
yeah,
it,
exactly,
so-
yeah.
And he report on worse stuff than he does. He just does YouTube stuff.
Then again, he's earning that money because he deserves to earn that money because he's
True.
been working so hard.
For 10 years now he's been doing
10
YouTube.
years, yeah.
A
And
long time. He's an OG of
to
YouTube.
do what Keem does and, like, actually put yourself out there to, like, expose people, you have to have some, like, balls, don't you?
Yeah,
Really?
that's a message. Like, he definitely has balls. He doesn't give a about
Yeah.
what he says a lot of the time. And that gives mixed opinions about him. Some people hate him for that, some people like him for that.
Yeah, but you're always going to get hate on YouTube. You know, you're going to get hate anywhere. I can be walking down the street and
True, you
people
get hate
aren't
anyway,
like
but
you, are they?
obviously 3 years ago there was a time where there was like a hate bandwagon sent towards him by people spreading fake information about him, and that was like, he was basically backstabbed
yeah,
by his
but,
friends.
yeah, but that's...
Backstabbing is very common on YouTube nowadays, so
Oh, yeah, but
But-
that's part of the game, isn't it? You know, you're there to make views, and backstabbing can kind of be part of that.
yeah, it can.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to backstab anybody, so it's all cool. I won't get to that level.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you're not going to backstab anybody, are you?
Don't know, we'll wait and see.
Well, if he backstabs anyone, just to know that he said this back on 2019, so
You didn't know the date, did you?
I don't know the exact date today.
27th, mate.
It's the 27th of June. No, we don't need to know the exact date. We'll find out, but this is not going to be uploaded on the 27th, so it could be any time you watch this. It could be 2069 when you watch this. Like, this is 70 years old, but so
It's quite like, yeah, quite interesting doing a podcast for the first time. I think.
or being on the podcast here. So
Yeah, just like because you watch loads of podcasts. Like I'm a big fan of True Geordie. What's
Geordie,
good?
the Happy Hour, Jack
Happy
Mate, he's a
Hour,
good one.
brilliant. Like all three of them are like my top three, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
And like you look at
You
it.
do
and
get inspired by it. That's how I got
yeah,
inspired to make this.
yeah,
one, Happy
definitely.
Hour, like.
I think especially with podcasts, they're so big now. Like obviously, he started off really with Joe Rogan and that. And
Joe
like,
Rogan, he's a massive podcast.
Yeah. Obviously, it was on radio before that, but like Joe Rogan, massive. But then again, you've got like these YouTubers doing it. That's
It's amazing
great.
how you can just become so big in the scene. Like these YouTubers have big celebrities on their podcasts, and
Yeah, I mean,
on YouTubers you'd think they'd be classed as nobodies, celebrities, but no, not nowadays. Like you have a chance.
yeah, I mean,
Like even we, as for large men, have invited quite a lot of very well-known celebrities that I will not mention on that may come onto this podcast one day. But there's a small chance they will. But if they do, there will definitely be a video on the channel straight away.
like, I mean, even with the Happy Hour podcast, that's only got what, a couple 100,000 subscribers. It's only been going a few months, but they've already had someone like Ricky Gervais on it.
Yeah, and
Who is
KSI,
massive. KSI, who's got 20 mil now, isn't it? 20 mil?
20 mil. He's got a lot of subs. Yeah.
Yeah. But then
KSI
again,
is a massive YouTuber. He's also on tour right now on the New Age tour, or whatever, and he's got the stadiums are full and shit and stuff like that.
yeah. But I was watching the Waffling podcast the other day, or what? Joe and Theo's podcast, and they were saying that how he's branched out, like from being a YouTuber, doing boxing, a bit of football, and even like just like with his music has gone mental. Like
he's on tour and he's bringing in loads of numbers. Like you see the concerts,
yeah,
full up.
And he's actually
good. Sold out in like days.
I know.
No, not even days, like hours.
And the quality of it, like, oh my god, it's amazing. Like,
yeah, like his music is very good.
For the production value, you look at Juice WRLD and obviously that's going to be top end. But you look at KSI and I don't think it's that far behind, really.
Well, yeah, KSI's just a YouTuber. Well, not. He's more than just a YouTuber, but the quality that he's creating for being just YouTuber is massive.
But
he doesn't have like the $1 million type budget type thing. But if he did, imagine what he could have.
Yeah, exactly. But to media outlets, he's the YouTuber, not he is the, like, he's not.
Exactly.
Yeah, like he doesn't.
The news are just support him as a YouTuber who also raps or something like that.
Yeah, like so they diss it as in it's not a good thing.
But the thing is, he probably pulls in bigger numbers than those media outlets anyway.
Oh, definitely.
A lot bigger.
There's
numbers.
no doubt about it. I mean,
that's what is the funniest thing. Like he pulls in millions. Well, they're probably just pulling a couple old men or who got bald head and they're just reading the news or something like that.
Pretty Pacific, but yeah, I know.
Pretty Pacific, yeah. It's hard, the Barrys and the Larrys.
But the thing is, they won't be able to hate on YouTubers for too much longer, I don't think, because...
No, Keemstar wants to take them down. He's going to do an organised attack against them for what they've done to YouTubers for 10 years. Yeah, he plans to expose them for the truth and get the advertisers to pull out, because that's what they tried to do to YouTube. So...
But there's always going to be that split, but it will get less and less. Like, it won't ever be resolved, I don't think, but I think it'll get more like, what's the word, like, it'll be more acceptable, if that makes sense. So it'll be like a 90-10% split, instead of, at the moment, it's like a 60-40.
Yeah, obviously it's more older people that are into, like...
older
TV at the moment, because obviously they've grew up with that.
And you can understand them because obviously, like, they grew up at 14, 15 having to go to work, and now they're seeing people can work from home, just creating videos. What I still think's very hard itself.
Well, yeah, that's the feel. A lot of people just think, oh, you took the easy way out because you're a YouTuber. Like, it's all luck. Like, there's so many people on the platform where it's like... Becoming a YouTuber is just as odd as you becoming a famous celebrity.
Exactly. It's like becoming a footballer, isn't it? You've got the same hope of becoming a professional footballer as you do of becoming a YouTuber these days. Back in the day, it was quite easy to become a YouTuber because there wasn't as much, like...
Well, these days, you have just as much chance of becoming, like, a famous actor than becoming a famous YouTuber. But then again, a lot of YouTubers even go into movies and become famous actors, but a lot of them wind up sometimes failing in that scene because they're not as good as expanding from, like, a 10-minute video to, like, a 1 hour and 30-minute long movie. Like, Smosh made their own movie, didn't they, for example, which kind of flopped.
Yeah, but it's given different things a go, isn't it?
Yeah, the movie wasn't the worst. Like, it was actually, I watched it when it came out originally, but like back then, like, it wasn't the worst. Like, it's pretty much just like a 1 hour, 30-minute long version of their videos.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. When they had to go back in time and stop a weird video being posted or something like that. But a lot of YouTubers, I think Shane Dawson, who's quite a good YouTuber as well, branched out into movies as well. So. Yeah, I think he made a movie called Not Cool, but I think that one flopped.
I haven't seen that, but
I haven't seen that one either. But from what I remember watching some YouTuber take the piss out of it, or whatever.
But then again, it's YouTubers taking the next level, isn't it? You know, it's
Yeah.
great.
Sometimes it'd be successful, sometimes it'll flop, like they did for Shane Dawson, and then they just go back to making YouTube videos.
But you get movies that are successful, and then you get the ones that flop as well. So it's kind of an even
That's
thing.
the thing. A lot of Hollywood movies also flop, but it's all like
Yeah,
it's all the
definitely.
amount of money you spend on the movie. Like a lot of people just say, "Oh, it's got a $20,000 budget. I'm not going to watch it." Like I want people to spend at least millions on it. But
Yeah,
the thing is,
definitely.
it's not about the budget. You can get high budget movies that turn out to be bad, but and low budget ones that turn out to be good. You just got to give it a chance. Right?
Yeah.
Give it a watch. It's not like it's going to hurt you if it turns out to be bad because you can make fun of it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So yes. Tell us about your life then.
I
The
mean,
audience.
well.
Well, like what? So your life story. You don't have to if you don't want to, but
No.
can
You
give
ask
your life story if
anything you want. I don't mind. Whatever you want to know, I could give you the information. I'm not really.
Well, it's not me that's giving me information. It's
No,
you,
but
but
like, I'm not someone that's going to keep in information and that because
Yeah.
there's no point, you know? I'm sharing wisdom. but no.
exactly. So, do you have any life stories that you would want to give
I
to
have
like, the audience?
many. It
Do you want to
depends.
share one of them right now to the audience?
I mean, it depends what level you're on about because I've had plenty.
Go for like a highest level you can. Like, if it's like a mess up you did or something, it might give the audience about watching right now. What do you call it? I can't get a word out.
I mean,
You know the thing, like a lesson. That's like a what not to do. Like like.
I mean, not a lot of people will be able to do this, but when I was younger, about
Yeah.
in year 5, obviously I've got a disability to my hand.
Oh, yeah.
So like basically I had an electric hand, got designed for me.
Was it like an electric? Could you set it to turbo mode?
Well, I can make it go like crush like that. But it literally
Oh, you
wasn't
could?
moving. It was just like this. So it was just like that.
How tight could you get the grip?
Oh, very tight, yeah.
Now that would be useful.
But this is where the story comes in. So basically, I was in year 5 and I was new to my hand. Obviously, you're in year 5, so having something sick like that, you think you're invincible. And
Yeah, true.
basically, I went to the toilet because I was
You wanted to relieve yourself, or?
no, a bit young for that one. Just,
Oh, yeah.
no, I went for a wee and I thought, why not hold it with my electric hand? Because I wanted to get like the feeling of like having a proper hand, and so I tighten it up, goes like that, and it just holds, and it's just holding, and it killed, but it just wouldn't release, and because I was still new to the hand, it just wouldn't release, and so my friend called Jake had to go and get the teacher to come in to change, because we had batteries for it, to change the battery to see if that would work, and luckily it did. But like, I think that was one of the most embarrassing experiences of my life.
Oh, that must be so dodgy, like a teacher coming in, just seeing you hold your willy with your hand like that, and then just like,
Yeah,
"Alright,
but I
take
guess,
the batteries
yeah, but
out."
I guess for primary school it's not as bad. I think they're used to it as much. Like they not used to it as such, but they've had experiences, not necessarily of that level, but they've had experiences of people weeing themselves and stuff. So they've
Yeah.
always had to help out, you know.
It was a good thing the teacher didn't turn out to be like dodgy or anything like that.
Well, it was a
If you know what I
woman,
mean.
but yeah, I
But
don't.
if that
think it
turned
would
out to be the case, that would have been not very good at all. But it must have been very embarrassing, like.
I mean, it was embarrassing at the time because I just got a new hand and I'm having to get my teacher in to help me when I got my willy out. But I didn't really think of it like that at the time because when you're younger, you don't really care about that as much,
No, because your mind is more in a happy place.
Yeah, you're thinking as a child. You're not thinking as a dodgy teenager, are you?
No, you haven't hit puberty yet. Or
Yeah,
anything
exactly.
Like
So it didn't really matter at the time. Like, obviously, it was embarrassing because all my schoolmates found out. But aside from that, not really. But when I look back at it now, it's just like one of those cringe moments, but quite
yeah.
funny. Yeah.
So how did you actually physically lose your fingers, or were you born like without them?
So I was born with a disability called semi-ambractally, I believe that's what's called. It's quite a long word.
Is that like a thing where you, what do you call it? You don't fully develop? If it makes sense?
Yeah. So basically, they think because I'm adopted as well. So basically, they think that the womb, my mum's womb, wrapped around my fingers, not
So your
allowed.
biological mum, obviously.
Yeah, biological mum, thank you. Like wrapped around the fingers, and so it stopped them growing. So obviously, I was born with this thing called nubbins, which are small little fingers that were like probably the size of peas, and they were awesome, like, growing up, because, like, you know, you were different, and you thought you were really cool, and then it get to the point about 2 years ago where I started getting a lot of pain. I had also, like, fractured my whole, like, hand, the top of my hand. I still got, like, a bump there where it was fractured, like, and it was so painful, and the nubbins were just sticking in.
Oh, like, the basically, like, the fingers weren't fully developed, so just...
Exactly, and I was, like, told that I was told that they didn't think that my nubbins were going to be able to, like, be back how they were, because they were so damaged, kind of thing. And then I've always had the option to get them removed, but I never wanted them because I never had a reason. But then, like, I think it was last year, it was November 2017, it came to the point where I was, like, in so much pain, I was just like, I might as well get it done, you know, it's no harm getting it done. And, like, obviously it was a big deal to me, but it was...
Oh, is that what happened? So then you got them removed?
Yeah, so basically on the 12th of December, I went to Great Ormond Street, because that's the hospital I had to go to.
So a couple of years ago, roughly, now 2013.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Took off all my fingers, and then I was in a cast for about, a month, 2, and then it probably was the best decision I made, because now it's just so easy going. Like, obviously it looks a bit odd, because I've got a scar going across there, but I still got a thumb, so I'm still quite well off, really. It's not the worst thing in the world. Like, yeah. I honestly think it was the best decision I ever made.
Right, so that's also how you got the nickname The Real Drumstick, right? Because your hand looks like
you can look here. So if you look at it from this angle, so it looks a bit like a drumstick.
It kind of does, actually. Like, yeah. We also sometimes do jokes, like, we pretend like we chopped off your hand or something like that.
Oh, yeah, with the amount of time... Well, when I used to have my electric hand, we used to go around school, like, with my sleeve up, and then dropping my hand and be like, you just took off my hand, what are you doing? Like, obviously, it was fake, but it used to be so much fun. And, like, we've had plenty of times when we've been out, and, I'm like, oh, God, I've lost my fingers. And stuff like that, just making fun of it, because I don't feel like being soppy about it's going to do anything. I prefer to be happy and enjoy the fact that I've got one hand, not the fact that I'm missing fingers or whatever.
Yeah. Like, you gotta enjoy life as it is, really. Like, you can't dwell on it all the time.
Like, I've gone through stages. Like, I've gone through stages because I was bullied quite heavily in year 9 and like stuff like that. So
it is something that probably would get you bullied quite a lot. Well, not a lot, but I mean, like,
no, but
it makes you a bigger target. People bully for anything.
People like don't like different, and like I think obviously this guy wanted to be dead and like was sending me death threats, been beaten up.
Really?
You know, yeah, but like it's stuff that it's horrible, but now thinking back to it, you're just like, it's part of life. Like, obviously it's not to that extreme, but like, it's horrible at the time, but at the same time, you're just a bit like, it is what it is, kind of.
You know what I mean? Like,
and it's made me a bigger person.
Like, you get that a lot on YouTube as well, so when you say YouTube career, you probably are going to get comments that will be like that, but you can just ignore them and stuff.
The thing is, I've grown up with this disability, so when people...
For a long time, like.
Yeah, I haven't really had much hate, but a few people, when I used to get bullied and that gave me hate, I was really not used to it, because I've always been quite liked, and I've never really had beef or any of that. So it was new to me getting hate, and so it put me in a really dark place where I literally didn't go to school for about 2-3 months, because it destroyed me that much, my inner self, and I didn't really speak to anyone, because it's one of those things, once it happened, you don't know how to get out of it.
Yeah, you're thinking, like, how can it happen to me type thing?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Why me, or stuff like that.
But then, now, it's made me such a stronger person, because if someone gives me hate, it's just another comment, like, I don't really care, because that's your opinion, I love myself for who I am. There's obviously things I don't like about myself, but I like my hand and I like the way I am. So
well, like, everyone just has things they don't like about themselves.
Yeah,
it's a common thing, but you can normally just overlook it at the end of the day. Like even, like, obviously me and you were in the same class and course and stuff. Like,
yeah,
we were in what was like level 2 media, and no one was really a bully in that class. So it was all
no, not really, because everyone's in the same level. You know.
Everyone's pretty much like got things you could be bullied about, if you will.
To be honest, I don't think bullying's... I don't think someone could bully me anymore. Like, I just feel like I'm in a place now where if someone was to say something horrible, someone says something horrible. Obviously, it's not nice to hear, but at the end of the day, I take it on the chin because I know who I really am, and I've got friends. Like, I've got the closest friends you could ever have. Like, they take a bullet for me, and I'll take a bullet for them. So, it's one of those things where I know where my true people are at.
Yeah.
And I do care about other people, but I don't really care if they've got a bad opinion, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean, like, you can't let the pressure of social media get to you, like, because there's, like, someone who did let that happen, like, you know someone known as Etika?
Yeah,
he took his own life recently.
That's sad.
Yeah, it's sad as fuck, but, like, basically, like, what happened, he was not mentally right in the head, so,
No,
he was mentally ill type thing, like, it really gets to you at the end of the day, so.
But it's sad that someone took their life. Like, it doesn't matter what.
It's because of the social media, like, really got to him. Like, people bullying him for his mental breakdown. Like, when he had the mental breakdown, like, I did generally think it was like when he was having that parental breakdown, like, he was saying some philosophical shit. Actually, like, some of it could be proven to be true, but I'm not going to go into that yet. Now it's like science stuff, but. Like, when he went on an interview with Keemstar, basically, where he was talking about life being a simulation, like a mental breakdown type thing. I thought he was just joking at the time, you see, like. But obviously Keemstar may have kind of.
But people do believe that life's a simulation. Like, do you believe it's a simulation?
Well, it could be, I guess. But life is just a mere kind of accident. But it's like it kind of it's hard to explain, but. See, it's like quantum shit.
I don't think it is a simulation, but you always have that feeling it could be. You know, like Rick and Morty, where he does that life simulator, and then he wakes up and he dies, and then he's like in that simulation.
Yeah, I remember like. But yeah, Esker thought that, and then he posted the final video, and he was like,
saddest thing.
I watched the video, it's raw, and then he jumped off the bridge. And Keemstar did get him a shit for it, but not too much shit. He got in a little bit shit for it because
he did think it was a stunt at first.
Yeah, he did, and that's why it was taken out of context because he said, "Go jump off a bridge if you think life is a simulation."
Did
he? Yeah, if you take a clip of the interview, it's basically like, if you think life is a simulation, why don't you just jump off a cliff then? And he was like, "Yeah, I'm going to do that right now then." Well, he didn't do it straight away. He was eventually taken back to another mental hospital, and it's their fault what he did. Take his life. But then he was released too soon. They should have treated him for depression he was going through and his stuff at the time.
But I don't like. I'm very like I know people that have killed themselves, and I know like I think it's a very common.
About the Esker situation, there is someone who's been an absolute prick. You know Jay Station?
Yeah.
The dude he just did a video, right? Yeah, he did a video at an Etika, a Ouija board challenge.
Yeah, but I hate Jay Station. He did the same with Mac Miller, didn't he?
He did the same with Mac Miller, Exorcist Tentacion, I think Little Peep as well.
But
like, he's the definition of an absolute
I'm a massive fan of X and that, but doing it to someone that's taken their life. Like, X, obviously, is sad, tragic because he got shot, but...
it's doing to anyone. It doesn't matter who dies. He's doing it to make money out of it.
But it's horrific that he's doing it to people that... Imagine their family seeing that. They're going through the hardest time of their life.
Like Etika, like the issue with Etika, man, like he did literally like it would probably bring up a screenshot in the edit, but basically he did it. He's the thing that pissed me off the most, like he normally does the video where it's like 1 like equals 1 prayer for this person. He did the same with Etika, but the video got well over 100,000 dislikes, respectfully. So he had the cheek to comment. 1 like is 1 prayer, 1 dislike is 2 prayers. Now he knows the dislikes are giving him money. He's doing it for money. But I will give him credit where credit is due. There is a screenshot where he legitimately donated 2,500, which is fuck all in his terms, to
but that is respect.
To the mental.
I'd say that is respectful, but he's made that money through.
He's made more than that from that video alone.
Yeah, but he's made that money through disrespecting him.
It's so disrespectful. Like, he took his own life and he's freaking I haven't seen the video. I'm not giving him the view. Don't even go on his channel. Like, he doesn't deserve that. But Jay Station has done so many dodgy things that to this point is just like it's just like, yeah, here we go again. He's done it again. It's like no one's gonna stop watching him. Like he's just got that reputation. Like Michael McCrudden is probably going to do it. Well, Michael McCrudden isn't as bad because at least it's a biography.
Yeah.
He is scummy, but it's not as bad.
Michael McCrudden is actually... It's scummy because he does it too soon.
But he is at least respectful in it.
But yeah. But if he did it, let's say, a couple months after... Because I actually watched some of his biographies, and they're quite interesting.
Yeah, they're not bad. They are. The video isn't bad. It's
some of
just
them are
the
correct,
intent of
though.
it.
Yeah.
But obviously, Eska was like a YouTuber for... He was an OG as well, 10 years, like Keemstar. So, but Keemstar, like, the thing is, Eska liked Keemstar a lot, so people didn't really understand what Eska was really like, So I think Keemstar shouldn't get too much shit for it because they kind of mates in a way. But yeah, Eska just had a mental breakdown, and then in the end, it kind of just... If you watch the video, you can tell it kind of, what do you call it? It got to him.
Yeah,
like, you just see it, like, the mental breakdown, and then it's like, alright, I am the Antichrist type thing, and then it's just like, I'm sorry I betrayed your trust, I'm sorry I pushed you all away, like, that's...
It's just a horrible situation.
Yeah, that's the thing, like, at least his family didn't want the money for the funeral, like, Keemstar is now raising money for his Friday Fortnight, all the money that's raised through there is going to go to the mental health charity, so that's a good thing. But the J Station, will give him credit. He did donate $2,500 to the charity.
I don't think we should give him credit.
But we shouldn't. That's the only thing we'll give him credit for. But he made more than that from a video alone, so he's still a complete cunt. No. He would have to give all his money before.
I don't think.
At least $1 million. Oh no, he's still going to be left alone. He's a millionaire from this kind of shit.
No, I don't think he deserves any credit, to be honest. You know, he's...
Don't go on his channel, do not watch him, do not like, do not dislike.
I mean, you can't say that because there's that...
But people are going to do it anyways, but...
Yeah.
That's the thing, it's not going to stop it, but I mean, like... People think leaving a dislike is going to show you an out show. No, it's going to make them more money nowadays. Yeah. Like, he knows how... He didn't... Like, the thing is, he didn't even make a 10-minute long video. I bet he's doing that to just think, yeah, at least he didn't do it 10 minutes this time. But still, he's got ads and he's...
Yeah, definitely.
He got beaten up, but not by ski mask. People good. Whoever beat him up probably just thinks he's a cunt. Like, he was legitimately beaten up. Like, this one was not fake, but he made up a fake story out of it. So you beat him up, he's giving him more money. Yeah. So.
But yeah.
But yeah, it was a good transition. Like, yeah, but it's sad to see. Like, really hit me hard that Esika because he's like a YouTuber. It's like what we do. Like, it's kind of like you know them personally. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, definitely.
I never really watched Esika, but it's like, damn, he's actually gone now. Like, you're never gonna see his videos again. Like. It's very rare YouTuber actually dies. So it's not. I think there's only a few YouTubers I could list that have actually died currently. Like Erica's one of them.
Yeah.
I think Total Biscuit died from cancer. He's one of them.
There's a lot.
Christina Grimmie, she got shot in the head 4 times with a rifle. She died 3 years ago. It's always sad, you know.
It's just terrible whenever someone dies, really.
Yeah, whenever like.
It affects someone in the world. Always.
The thing is, it's just something that happens. Like, death always will come. There's no way to prevent it.
Yeah, but...
That's the sad thing. Like, eventually you're going to die, I'm going to die, everyone's going to die.
But...
Eventually... this is a sad thing, but eventually we are all going to be forgotten.
I don't know about that, but I'm quite obviously I'm quite touched about suicide and that, because obviously, like I've said before, I've... experienced it. Like I've seen
I've experienced it as well, so
like I know people that, because it's such a common thing now. Like I know probably in the last year I've known 4 or 5 people. It's a common thing for men. Taking their life, and like
we need to prevent it.
It's one of those things though that I don't want to say it 'cause it sounds selfish, but the thing that kept me going like at hard times is that there's always another day, and like it doesn't matter if the next
things will get better type thing, like.
And it might be the smallest thing ever. It might be just you have a nice lunch or something, but there will start to have a positive.
There's people that love and care about you.
Yeah, you might go years without enjoying life, but there will be a day where you enjoy life and things will get better. Because like nothing can stay bad forever. Like nothing can.
No, that's mathematically impossible.
Exactly.
It will have to go up. Eventually, there'll be a rock bottom and it'll go up.
And I hope one day people start, like, the best
thing to take away these thoughts is, like, to keep yourself occupied and do stuff you enjoy.
Yeah, I think sport is the biggest thing, if I'm honest.
Sport is a good thing.
Because of the endorphins.
Music helps a lot of people.
Yeah.
People make songs. I think Logic is one of them, I think.
Logic's incredible.
Yeah.
Logic's my favourite artist, as people know, but...
Like, for example, they make music to help overcome their things. Like, it's a good way to... clean out your thoughts, if it makes sense. Like, do what you love, like whether it be sport, music, comedy, YouTube, podcasts, stuff like that.
It's a very touchy subject because everyone goes through different experiences, and like it's
a lot of things
horrific. But I think media and all of this and the public eye frown at it as in.
Yeah, when celebrities take their own life, they're like Robin Williams, he took his own life 4 years ago. Like, oh, how could he was rich? He couldn't have depression. Like, depression isn't real or something
why
like
are
that.
people frowning upon it like that?
But the thing is, they don't realise what they go through. The thing is that I didn't know what they go through. I thought celebrities lived it easy.
But they don't do that.
Now that I've been doing videos, I've realised that, fucking hell,
it's harder
what they have to go through if we're going through this, just making simple stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, really, like...
But it gets to you, like, that's what... The thing is, like, whether it be disease, and depression is an illness. It is an illness. It's something you can be diagnosed with. Like, it doesn't matter how much money you have.
And there's, like, that clip, I don't know if you've seen it, of like, the Houses of Parliament, or wherever they were, but... And it had a mental health thing, like, and only a couple
mental
people.
Health for young people. You mean the one where it was like 2 people showed up to mental health for young people?
2 people. It's ridiculous.
It was like 12, but there was like hundreds that could have showed up. Like, it was barely.
How could people care that less about mental health?
Well, of course they don't.
It's been in everyone's life, and someone or something's happened, and I don't.
The thing they don't care about is because it doesn't bring them money. Like,
yes,
it's not, that's the thing. They only care about.
But it's not all about money, is it?
That's the thing, but that's all they care about. That's why people don't really like people like that in general. There are people that do care about it, and that's, you know, you could vote for them and stuff like that. When you get older, you have that power, don't you, to have a vote?
Definitely, yeah.
But mental health, particularly in young men, is where it's the biggest killer. Like, for example, Etika was 29 years old and he was a man. Because
I just think anyone, really, but men specifically
are more likely, like 4 times as many men commit suicide as women. That's just averages, obviously. Well, I'm not saying women don't do it as well, because there's obviously women also.
No, you're not saying
young people, old people do it, but it's more commonly young men around our age.
But we talk all about this thing about sexism, and I'm a strong believer. I think it should be equality, but there's there's cases where women get it better than men now, and like it's like, why can't we have this one thing where suicide needs to be shown?
That's what International Men's Day is about. We have there's a Women's Day and there's a Men's Day.
But it needs to be bigger, doesn't it?
But in a Men's Day, there's a reason why it's not big, because for minute a Men's Day is, there's feminists who hold signs to say all men are rapists, you shouldn't be celebrating men.
But yes, like
it really pisses me off.
But there's a difference between being it's like
not all men are rapists. That's the thing.
It's the difference between having anger and being always angry. It's the same thing as being always being a feminist and being over the top feminist. So there was a case, I don't know if you watch Love Island, where this girl called Maura was trying to kiss Tommy, like just trying to kiss him, and he didn't want to. If that was the other way around, like, he'd be done for. Like, he would have got kicked off the island. So pretty stuff much. Like that, I think it just...
Or like Cardi B as well, like...
Yeah, where she said
where she drug rape men. Like, she's for Bill Cosby. She's basically a female version of Bill Cosby.
And people think it's funny.
And Bill Cosby got thrown away. But yeah, people think it's funny because, oh, you're a man, how do you let a woman drug? Like,
yeah.
That's the thing. I also saw a tweet pop up where there was a woman who made herself pregnant by raping a man, basically. She drugged someone's drink, had sex with him, and basically the stuff came in and she got pregnant out of him. And then she trapped him, made him pay child support. Like, that is annoying, because the dad has always got to pay for his child, even if he didn't want the child and was forced to have a child.
Yep, definitely.
That's the issue. Like, women do get benefits in that way, but obviously, I can understand why some women think that way, because back in the day, they used to be treated like trash.
No, it's terrible.
They used to be treated like absolute trash.
It's terrible how they were treated, and like I said, I don't have anything against feminism, because I believe in equality. I think everyone should be equal.
Yeah, it's not feminism, it's like when people would take it to the extreme.
It's been an extremist. It's like being...
Like terrorists, for example, extreme Muslims. Like, not most Muslims aren't like that.
And it's like these girls that... Like, obviously, this is just pointing out a small number of people, but it's certain girls that like will make up rape stories, and it's horrific because it stops people that actually are getting raped from coming out with the truth.
Stories. That's why they're afraid to, because of people like that. Because it is illegal. You get caught faking rapes or you go to jail for a long time.
But
right?
they
But they get so much credibility. You can lose your job, you can lose your credibility, you can lose your reputation. Like, hell, you could just be a girl, I don't know, there's a famous male celebrity, just say he raped you as a child, boom, he's in jail and sorted out. Getting raped himself, probably.
It's just the world.
Like, you can just point the gun at anyone now and it works. Like,
Definitely.
There needs to be evidence before we prove someone guilty.
Definitely.
So, from that, is there any more life stories you'd like to share with us?
I mean, I fell out of a tree. That was a very tall tree.
Did you break anything or?
Yep. So, do you want to do it? Yeah, so it was 2000, I don't know. Well, I was in year 8 and we used to have a small group called the...
David got it before. There is just one of my card. Carry on.
What was I saying? Yeah, so I fell out a 30-foot tree, or 20 to 30 foot.
That's a big tree, Tim.
So basically I was out with my mates that were, at the time, the crew, and we had this little group, and it was like 3 girls, 3 boys, and it was really fun. And we were out in my local village, and we were playing manhunt, as you do at that age, and I climbed this tree like loads of times, and it's a very tall tree. It's the tallest tree in the playing field. So I climbed it again, got to the top, and then when I was hiding, I stepped on a branch and it just broke. And because I don't have the grip on this hand, I kind of just slipped, and before I knew it, I was unconscious and all this, and I can't really remember it, but I remember the thing snapping. But apparently, because of the sticks, like the twig or whatever, the sticks can't fit in my fall, in fact. So it stopped me from, because I probably would have died.
Or if you fell on the wrong...
I'd be paralysed or something, because I fell on my... I don't know how I fell. I think I fell like on my side or something, but I...
If you fell on the right place...
I fractured a bone in my neck and all of this. And
you actually fractured your bone in your neck?
Something in my neck, yeah. And so
Nasty.
I wasn't in school for ages, and I was in hospital for like a week.
Did you have to wear the neck brace thing?
Yeah, I got airlifted to hospital. All my friends just watched and helped as much as they could, but yeah, I think little things like that, I was a bit of an idiot, and
true.
Yeah, but
it can happen. But stuff happens, you learn from mistakes and stuff like that. Everyone makes mistakes.
Definitely, but it's life experiences at the end of the day, isn't it? So yeah.
Yeah. So, is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
I think that's it for today, if I'm honest. I think we've covered quite a lot of areas.
Pretty much, yeah. So we covered. We talked about how you felt, suicidal over time.
Yeah.
At one point,
been a really good experience, and I'd love to come back on one day.
Yeah, you made it one day. You never know. You come back on here when we've got a load of subs or something, or you may come back when we're both big YouTubers, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We could do that in one day. Actually, I don't know, look back. We could look back on this episode and stuff.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
And yeah, so before we go, I would like to say that you are a decent lad, actually.
Thank you.
In person, if you were to meet him in person, he is a very decent lad and stuff. He always pays for Mackies and stuff. He spent so much money on me and the other large man behind the camera, and and other people as well. He paid. He's a decent overall.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate
don't ask him for money. He's basically like the Mr. Beast with a little bit less money, if that makes sense.
Could call it that.
But yeah, he may have more money. He may have more money than Mr. Beast one day. Who knows? If YouTube pops off.
Thank you.
But anyways.
Cheers, man. I appreciate the time you invited me and all of that. It's been great fun, actually.
Yeah, it's been great having you. So
thank you very much.
See you another time.
Have a good rest of your day.
Will do. Right.